Fred and Mary got married, but they couldn't afford a honeymoon, so they went back to Fred's parents' house for their first night together. In the morning, Johnny, Fred's little brother, gets up and has his breakfast. He asks his mother, "Are Fred and Mary up yet?" The mother replies, "No." Johnny says, "Do you want to know what I think?" The mother says, "No, I don't want to know what you think. Eat your breakfast and go to school." Johnny comes home from lunch and he asks his mom, "Are Fred and Mary up yet?" The mother replies, "No." Johnny says, "Do you want to know what I think?" The mother replies, "No. Eat your lunch and get back to school." After school, Johnny comes home again and he asks his mother, "Are Fred and Mary up yet?" The mother says, "No." Johnny says, "Do you want to know what I think?" His mother says, "Fine. Tell me what you think." Johnny says, "Last night, Fred came into my room to borrow my Vaseline. I think I might have given him my airplane glue." You're welcome. All right, so today I have to do some painting. So the wall behind me is where the futon was, in like the kitchen, living room area. I'll give you a little quick glimpse. So the futon we had here, it was rubbing up against this wall. And can you see those black marks? So that's from the futon. So as soon as I pulled the futon out to like tuck in the blanket or anything behind it, I noticed this big black mark. So I've got to paint that and get the wall all cleaned up today because that does not look very good. Oh my goodness, I don't think I have a paintbrush. Crap. Jojo's getting all freaky over here over the paint. All right, so it's the next morning, hence why I'm in my nightgown. And this wall has had a chance to completely dry overnight. So I'm gonna give it a second coat just to try and, again, remember, I'm just trying to fix the mark that the futon had left. So this area is supposed to be the kitchen area. It just, when we moved here, we didn't have the addition on. So this was like the kitchen and living room, and it kind of stayed that way the whole time because we were busy working on the addition, had the new baby, weren't able to do a full kitchen in here because that would cost a lot of money. And since we were busy building the addition, and it's mostly just Jeremy because I had the new baby, we just never got to doing a kitchen in here. So I recently got rid of the futon to clear off this wall and realized, you know, the mark that it left behind on the wall. So I'm just covering it with the paint. But yesterday, while that paint was drying, there's a wall right here in front of me by the window, I'll show you, that I had like mudded just the screw holes, but I had never sanded the mud or painted it. It's like the one wall in this area that's not painted. So it looks strange, and I finally decided to do it last night. And a trick that I think a few of you had told me, and my sister had also mentioned, was to use like a wet cloth or wet sponge instead of sandpaper. And so I tried that last night, and it is so much better because I hate the feel of sandpaper, and it just like makes such a mess as well. So this was so much better. There's no mess, and I didn't have to feel that gross sandpaper feel. So have a little peek at this wall with me, and I'm gonna paint it completely today. So I'm really looking forward to that. So you can see like kind of where I mudded those little spots there, and you can see that it's more gray, whereas this is white. So I'm gonna paint that whole wall, and that's just gonna look a lot better. My chair's still there. I was standing on to kind of get rid of the sand or sand whatever those mud holes. You know, another thing I need to complain about right now? Here is our propane oven. And because we haven't done our kitchen, we kind of left a lot of like leeway for the pipe that it's coming in from the wall with the propane, because we were going to kind of shift the oven one direction or the other, so it wasn't directly under the heat pump. We just weren't sure which way we were going to shift it until we kind of designed the kitchen. And since we don't have it in its actual spot, we never put a hood vent on. I hate cooking without a hood vent because the whole house just like smokes up, and I swear our fire alarms go off like every few days. It drives you crazy. So a hood vent is like so important when cooking with gas, for sure, for sure. I cannot wait to have that up because again, and somebody had asked why I'm always cooking on the same burner, like that back burner. If you notice here, the burners are all different sizes. So it just happens that I really like that one last back burner because it's like a medium-sized burner, and so it cooks on really great on most of my frying pans. These small ones sometimes are too small, and the big one just seems like too big. I'm just wasting propane, like when I don't have a big giant frying pan to put on it. So that would be why. Not sure if you guys remember or not, but last time I was painting or sanding over in this section, I kicked the TV over. Oh, well, that was bad.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
So, TV is not there right now while I do this. It is gone. It has been moved. So it's been a while since I've made a video of painting a wall that's partially mudded. Again, I'm just gonna let you know that the reason the screw holes around the windows and around the very top are not mudded is because they're gonna be covered with trim anyway, so I didn't see the point in wasting my time mudding them when you're not going to see them as soon as the trim's done. Obviously I don't need to paint up there because it'll be covered with trim, but I just like the look of it better while I wait until I get to the trim part. I just think it looks a lot nicer when it's done. Easy on the eyes. This. No, I stepped in paint. Break. I can't even blame the dog. It's literally my slipper. So now it's done. Like, I could do another coat of paint. I'm just not sure if I'm going to or not right now, but I did one coat of paint and then I just took the curtains down because honestly we don't need them. We're in the middle of nowhere, and it looks really pretty without them. So just being able to always see like right out the window, I love it. So again, around like the top where you see screw holes, all around the window and in between the two pieces of drywall, we're gonna have trim just like we have in the bedrooms. So we're gonna put trim on all of it, and that's the only reason that I didn't bother mudding it. And then you can kind of see that I painted the screw holes, but that's just because I don't know when we're gonna get to the trim, and I don't like looking at it like obvious, like screw, like the darker color than the white. So I just paint them and it looks really good. So this will do for now until we get to the trim and whatever else. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. And also over where the futon was, like you basically can't even see that black mark that it had left. So I'm pretty happy about that. See, you can see like where obviously that could be touched up with drywall mud, but you can't see the black anymore. So pretty happy. All right, so now I'm gonna cook some deer steaks. Not really sure what cut they are, but they're the deer, and didn't label it when it got packaged. So yeah, they're deer steaks though. They'll be yummy. Well, this is gonna be a sheet of ice in a couple of hours. Not good. It's been the craziest weather, snowing and cold. Now today's really warmed up. A bunch of it's melted and it's just a complete mess because then after tonight, it's dropping to like minus 20 degrees Celsius for a week straight.
Minus 25.
Minus 25. Even
It
more.
is minus 25 tonight.
It's gonna be even colder. That's like,
And we're not like the people that say the wind chill.
yeah, that's not the windshield.
That's just minus 25. Wind chill's probably
Yeah.
minus friggin' 70.
Anyway, it's going to be cold and disgusting, and this is going to be a skating rink. And then we're supposed to get a big dump of snow. So, I don't know. We'll see. Crazy, crazy. I better get some wood ready to go in the house, though, because it's going to be cold.
I just remember people saying they'll be like, oh man, minus 38 here.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
minus 38. I literally lived there. It's never been minus 38 there ever.
Yeah.
And then, oh, well, wind chill.
Yeah,
Plus,
the wind
I
chill.
added about 10 degrees to that, too.
Yeah,
Okay? Like,
For
it's
real
like
life.
a competition. What's colder?
for real. That's our minus 25 Celsius, no windshield, not adding 10 degrees. That's legit.
Yeah. And it's not like that's like the worst ever.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. It's definitely like we lived in Manitoba and it
Yeah.
legitimately was way colder than
Way
that.
colder.
But we were just saying it's getting cold. What's
It
throwing
is.
us off is today is like
2 degrees.
2
probably.
degrees. So that's what
plus.
gets you. So it goes like 2 degrees today, then minus 25 tomorrow.
You feel real
And then
cold.
we take in the wind chill.
Yeah.
But I don't tell you. I would just say it's minus 42.
Yeah, and then we're dead. We're frozen. Hi! Hi! I'm having a pajama day today. I'm still in my nightie that I painted in earlier. I don't feel like getting dressed.
I thought you were wearing a dress.
You've seen this nightie, you doughhead?
I don't pay attention.
Clearly not.
You seen it off.